Hello and welcome back to the channel. So here we are in the garage with the new, to me, G80 M3. So one thing I'm doing off camera is getting the car polished. Now the paint is actually really good. Now I was talking to the dealer. Now they did do a light compound. They didn't really do a finishing polish, and then they said they could do it for me if I wanted to. And then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do it myself. So here we are, just doing a nice light polish. Now let me show you exactly what I'm using here. Doesn't really need much, just some light swirls from toweling. Just using some Meguiar's 205 with an orange pad here. Let me just grab my detailing light here. The paint condition is actually awesome. I know you're not gonna be able to see this on camera, but there are some light scratches that are just not gonna come out with any type of polishing. You know, it's just, it is what it is, right? But it's very light. Nobody's gonna notice it but me. You have to look really close. But, you know, so far I'm happy. You know, having a black car is going to be a challenge for me, someone who has a background in detailing. But, you know, I'm fine with that. I knew what I was getting into. And also after that, we're going to get the car coated with some G80 Crystal Serum Light. And then we're going to top that off with 2 coats of EXO. So that's going to go down tonight, hopefully if I have time, because it is a work night. But the car is looking really good. One thing I am not looking forward to doing is ceramic coating those wheels, because as you can see, those wheels, it just looks like a pain in the ass to coat. But I'm gonna do this off camera. I'm not gonna bore you guys to death, you know, polishing the car, putting ceramic coating on it. But I'm not gonna drive the car until that is done. Just the way I am. And then I'm gonna look for a track day to sign up for. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Now, one thing this car doesn't really need, and I'm really impressed, especially with the previous owner, you can just tell they took care of it. If you guys have bought used cars before, and I'm pretty sure you guys have, you guys can tell when the interior has been taken care of. There's no scratches or anything like that I could find on the interior, and I looked really good. The whole entire interior. The seats are in good condition, but the one thing that I think they didn't clean out very well was the center console. The first time I opened that up, it smells like someone had their whole makeup collection in there. So we'll see about that. Really love this ambient lighting. That looks really slick. The seats are in very good condition. Alcantara right here and right here, so we're gonna get that cleaned up. And also leather, we're gonna get that treated and cleaned up too. Other than that, the interior doesn't really need much at all. Wow, this steering wheel is just nasty. This steering wheel alone, wow, just look at all that darkness and dirt. Wow, just nasty. So this is something I do with just about any used car I buy. I just don't feel comfortable sitting in someone's, you know, funk or seat farts, however you want to say it. It just doesn't feel right to me, man, because I don't know the person that drove it, and I don't know what their business is. But there was also an elbow stain right here, nice shiny elbow stain. And also some cars, you'll see like a shiny stain on their seat. I haven't got to this yet, but I don't see anything. But yeah, something I do before I really start driving it is to clean the interior. Engine bay is all nice and clean. That paint, I know you guys can't tell on camera, but the reflection is just absolutely insane. Gotta do the wheels though. I'm just too lazy to do the wheels right now. Let me tell you, coating wheels is definitely not my most favorite thing to do. I actually despise it, especially wheels like this. Just look at that. Oh my God, that was a pain in the butt.
3 days later.
All right, my man David arrived. We're gonna do some paint protection film on the M3. We're doing the whole front end and all that stuff, so we got all the pieces here. Just trying to figure out where all these pieces go, but I think we pretty much got it. But yeah, that car needs PPF. Definitely really bad. But the front bumper really isn't in all that bad condition. There's a few chips here and there. All right, paint protection film is all done. Unfortunately, we were only able to get a partial hood, so we do plan on getting a full hood, full fenders, and all that stuff later on once we're able to get the material. All right, so it's now the next day. We're over here on the back roads of my local area. Water over there, beautiful views, by the way. But we're gonna be testing out the car to see how this handles on these twisty back roads, because I have a feeling this car, from what I could tell so far, handles the twisties or the turns very well. I can already tell I love the way this car handles more than the Supra by far. All right, so let's go. The turn in on this on center is really responsive. It almost feels like the Type R in a way, where the front is very responsive. The engineers did something very well when it comes to the front end response or steering response. Much more responsive than my M4, which, you know, it's kind of dead on center, but this one is just very immediate. Front end grip feels really good from what I can tell so far, but we haven't really tested that. But yeah, just the response on this, it's absolutely amazing. It's just like, it feels very eager to turn. You turn it just a little bit and it turns. Wow, amazing. I don't know what they did. Power delivery is great down low, although I don't think it's as torquey down low as the Supra was, but still feels really good. Wow, that turn-in is ridiculous. I love it. I can already tell this car is going to be an absolute blast on a track. But those are my first impressions on these. First time on these twisty roads in this car. Yeah, it feels absolutely amazing. Also, one thing I noticed, the dampers on this car, suspension tuning is very good. The engineers really did their homework when it comes to the dampers. It feels better than any aftermarket hot boy dampers on the market that I've ever had. And this is stock. It doesn't feel too soft, doesn't feel too stiff. It's just right for an M car. Man. So, even in, we're on full comfort mode, by the way. Comfort mode, and switching over to Sport Plus doesn't feel all that much stiffer. You can tell it is stiffer, but it's not like a night and day difference. But I really love the dampers on here. Spring rates are perfect too. Probably a little bit on the soft side, but that's okay. We're gonna probably just drop this car on drop springs just a little bit, just a tad. Probably not gonna go super low, but okay, all right. But so far, what I can tell, yeah, it soaks up the bumps really good. Going over these road imperfections don't seem over jarring or anything. They're just fine, but you can definitely tell there's some sport tuning in these dampers. Very good. Hopefully we can set up a track day soon with this car. Brand new tires on here. The tires are the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, pretty much a standard issue for these cars. I think some of them also have some Pirellis, but you know, these are the 4S's. The 4S are a tried and true performance tire for the road. Now, when it comes to this car in my M4, which is the previous generation, this feels way more refined. I know that sounds all good and everything, but it just doesn't feel as raw, as mechanical as the previous generation does. My M4, absolutely love it. And also, this car needs a little bit of character. Now, these are just my first impressions, so please don't roast me on it. But I don't know, the old version, you know, you let off the throttle and it cracks. There's burbles, there's pops to it. I don't know, there's that mechanical feel. It just gives it that rawness, that grit to the drive, where this just feels like, I don't know, more like a everyday 5 Series, like an everyday family car in a way. But I don't know, it's very hard to explain. Now, the G80 or G82 with the S50 engine has known to make power very easily with just a tune, downpipes, and a little bit of ethanol. But I don't know if I'm willing to do that as of yet, because you have to send your ECU overseas to Finland to get it unlocked. I don't know, but I'm also not a big fan of piggybacks at the same time, but we will see. I will decide that later on down the road. We're getting into some twisties right now. But man, this car is made for turns, I am telling you. Everyone always talks about the straight line speed, but if you're not enjoying the twisties in this car, I think, you know, you're missing out. This car would make for a great car on the track. Now, with that said, I feel that this car is pretty heavy. I think it's around 3,900 pounds. This car would probably eat through tires and brakes. That's just my guess. But eating through tires, it can get pretty expensive. All right, so we're getting to the good parts now. Not gonna take it too hard. I have traction control on, by the way, only because I don't know this car yet. I would put it in MDM mode, but man, this car, the turning is legit. Look at that. It just reacts so quick to these turns. Once you start turning, the size of the car really shrinks. I know that's a cliche thing to say. I'm not even going that fast, but wow. It feels really good. What's going on there? All right. Not a good place to stop, but okay. Oh yeah. Dang, this car is legit. It almost feels like, I don't know, that diff is doing a lot of work. Oh, we got traffic, but that's okay. This car is amazing. Oh my God. Wow. Woo. And we weren't even going that fast. This car, it almost feels like it has a rear wheel steering in a way. How do they do this? All right, we're gonna make a little pit stop. I keep reaching here for the on-off button. I don't know why, but just look at those views. Wow, amazing. Oh shit. Traffic. Well, thanks for pulling over. Appreciate it. I don't know, guys. The G80 M3, I am liking this car more and more each day that I am driving it. Not gonna lie to you guys, this car is a lot better than I thought it would be. You know, there's a lot of people who make negative comments on the M3 saying it's too big, it's too heavy. I don't know, for me, it just feels just right. You know, this is not gonna be like a dedicated race car or drag car or anything. This is just gonna be a car that I get to enjoy and drive with the family. Why did I get rid of the Supra? Yes, I got rid of the Supra. If you don't know by now, I will address that in a future video. Which one do I like better, the M3 or the M4, the previous generation? I will also be commenting on which one I like more in a future video, as well as the options, why I chose black, whole bunch of stuff. But anyways, we got a lot more to come. Parts installs on the M3, also the M4, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff like the YouTubers say, like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.